Welcome from Content Analysis. It is a pleasure to have you here as we examine one of the most significant shifts in South Asian geopolitics this year. While the eyes of the world have been focused on the Middle East, a profound diplomatic transformation has taken place closer to home. India, once the dominant influential partner of Bangladesh, is now facing a neighborhood crisis as it navigates a vastly different political landscape in Dhaka today. We are analyzing the current state of India-Bangladesh relations and asking the critical question, can this derailed relationship be fixed? The friction between these two neighbors reached a breaking point following the collapse of the Sheikh Hasina-led government and the subsequent installation of a new elected administration in Dhaka. For years, New Delhi maintained a deeply intertwined relationship with the Awami League, often viewing it as the primary guarantor of regional stability and security. However, this security-centric diplomacy has come at a cost. Many in Bangladesh now perceive India's past support for the previous regime as a disregard for the democratic aspirations of the Bangladeshi people. This has led to a surge in anti-India sentiment, exemplified by public protests and the growing India Out movement, which was further fueled by controversial remarks from Indian officials in recent years. A major thorn in the side of current bilateral relations is the presence of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in India. Dhaka's new government is under immense domestic pressure to seek her extradition to face trial for alleged human rights abuses. For New Delhi, this is a diplomatic minefield. Fulfilling the request could be seen as abandoning a long-term ally, while refusing it further alienates the new leadership in Dhaka. Simultaneously, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, led by Tariq Rahman, is recalibrating its foreign policy to be more independent. An interest-guided, signaling that Dhaka is willing to look to China and the United States to balance its regional ties. Beyond the political transition, India's standing in the region has been further complicated by its ideological shifts on the world stage. As Prime Minister, Modi aligns more closely with the Israeli axis, especially following the 2026 strikes on Iran. India is being perceived by some of its neighbors as moving away from its traditional, non-aligned and global South leadership role. This shift has allowed countries like Pakistan to gain ground in international circles, while India's neighbors, including Bangladesh, begin to view New Delhi's regional strategy as overly focused on security rather than mutual economic prosperity. Can the relationship be repaired? Experts suggest that India must shift from an ideological or person-specific diplomacy to a people-to-people approach. This means engaging with all political factions in Bangladesh and respecting its sovereign democratic processes. For Dhaka, the reality of geography remains. India is a vital trade and transit partner. Both nations stand to lose if they cannot move past the grievances of the transition period. Stay connected with Content Analysis as we track whether these two neighbors can put their shared history back on track, or if 2026 marks a permanent strategic divergence in South Asia. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more deep dives.